talking about what is blood formed of. It is two things we know, that there is plasma and plasma has cells. But now what is going like further disintegrating that? What is plasma formed of? Plasma is formed of water and again certain solids. Now what are these solids? These can be organic and these can be inorganic. Huh? Now we all know that what are the cells? These are erythrocytes, these are leukocytes, and these are thrombocytes. Again, leukocytes can be granulocytes, they can be certain granules in them, and they can be agranulocytes. In this composition, we can see that there is plasma, that is water, ions, proteins, nutrients, gases. Then there is platelets and white blood cells when we centrifuge it. And in the end, there is red blood cells. Now, history of blood transfusion, how it all began. For just for the sake of information, I'll tell you that composition of blood and uses of blood and functions of blood and newer modalities, everyone knows about it. Where people lack is things like this: history and who discovered who discovered what, which is the year that things were discovered. So these are the questions. These are actually scoring questions in MCQs. As early as the 17th century, blood has been used as a therapy for a variety of ailments. So let us see what are the milestones. 1665, it was first recorded that blood transfusion in England. So who was it? R. Lower revived a dog by transfusing blood from another dog through a tied artery. What happened? Yeah. Okay. Then in 1818, so initially it was on dogs, it was on animals. Okay. 1818 May, James Blundell performs the first successful blood transfusion of a human blood to treat postpartum hemorrhage. So after delivery, hemorrhage, then it was first in the humans. It was done in 1818. Then is 1840, the first whole blood transfusion to treat hemophilia. Okay, so initially it was just components of blood, and then it was the entire blood. In 1900, Karl Landsteiner. So we will study what is a Landsteiner concept also. Aage. So he discovered the three human blood groups A, B, and O. In 1902, Landsteiner's colleagues added a fourth blood type, that is AB. Moving on quickly. 1907, blood typing and cross matching were done between the donors and patients. The universality of the O blood group is identified. So like the O blood group is universal, that is done by in 1907. Then 1914, Adolf Huston discovered that sodium citrate can anticoagulate blood for transfusion sake. And how did it help? It helped because it can be stored and then later transfused. अब तक तो it was था कि अभी निकाला and अभी दे दिया, because so that the anticoagulation does not happen, so that the coagulation does not happen. Now because the anticoagulate stuff has been discovered, so now it can be stored also. In 1940, the RH blood group is discovered, where when RBCs of monkeys were injected into rabbits. 1961, platelets. So basically these recognized to reduce the mortality of patients. So in cancer patients, hemorrhages started to happen. So platelets concentrate started they started to transfuse the platelets concentrate. 1972, apheresis was discovered, and then after extraction basically. And lastly, in 1985, what happened? The first HIV blood screening test was licensed, and it was also implemented by blood banks. That is very important. Shall we move on? Coming to ABO blood groups. So now the ABO antigens, agglutinogen, are carbohydrates, and they're carried on large oligosaccharide molecules. So there is a large oligosaccharide molecules, and in over that they have carbohydrates. ठीक है? And किससे अटैच होते हैं? ये अटैच होते हैं ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन से and ग्लाइकोलिपिड से RBC membrane के ऊपर. And RBC membranes have over 2 million ABO antigens. Moving on, this is not really important for MCQs. We can move on. Yeah. So now, what is Landsteiner's law? Okay. So based on his observations, Karl Landsteiner in 1900 framed a law. इसके दो major components होते हैं. First is अगर agglutinogen हो रहा है in the RBC of an individual, then the corresponding agglutinin must be absent from the plasma, है ना, obviously. And second, if the agglutinogen is absent in the individual, then agglutinin is present in the plasma, right? So basically, the agglutinins are gamma globulins, as their other antibodies, and most of them are IgM molecules. So we see this is group A, group B, group AB, and O. So जो antibody is present in plasma in group A is group B, है ना? Group B का antigen present होता है. Similarly, और red blood cells में कितना होता है? A antigen होता है. Similarly, in group B, anti A होता है, और in plasma antibodies और antigens होता है B antigen. A B में कोई भी नहीं होता है, इसलिए इसको यूनिवर्सल रेसिपिएंट कहते हैं, ताकि B भी चला जाए इसमें, A भी चला जाए, और O तो खैर आ ही सकता है. Antigens are present against A and B. ठीक है. Now group O, इसमें why is it universal donor? Because it can donate blood, because it does not have anti it does not have any antigens for any type, but it is recipient only for blood group O. Why? Because it has anti A and anti B. Is it clear? Now there is rhesus blood group, RH. RH system includes the DC